Welcome to the 2022 Every Student Succeeding video series, where every week we'll take you to a different part of the state to catch up with one of our incredible Every Student Succeeding winners. This week, we're in Region 8, visiting with Ella Rodriguez from Christopher High in Gilroy Unified School District. Ella, thanks for spending a couple minutes with us.
Thank you so much for your time.
I want to start by asking, just what was your reaction when you found out that you won the ACSA Every Student Succeeding Award?
I was extremely ecstatic, and I think the recognition that you offer for all students that deserve to be recognized and speaks volumes about how much you all care about students in general and student athletes.
Let's tell your story a little bit. Things started for you and the challenges started for you from a very young age. And when I say young age, Ella, I mean from the day you were born. For the people who don't know your story, can you share a little bit about what your childhood has been like?
When I was first born, I was born with a club foot and a birth defect called fibular hemimelia. And at 9 months old, doctors and my parents decided to amputate my foot at 9 months old. And because of this, I live out my life as with a prosthesis.
I can't begin to imagine, just from an emotional standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, the toll that must have taken on you going through school, going through life in general. How did the emotional aspect manifest itself for you?
Initially, I was a very shy kid. I always hid behind my mom or my dad or even just inanimate objects in the grocery store. Staring was something that was constant and a daily struggle in my life, and just mobility in general, comparing myself to other kids, and, just feeling different in every room that I walked into.
Ella, how much did your life change when you found the Challenged Athletes Foundation?
Life changed for the better. Not only was I provided grants for travel and for equipment, which is needed to live an active lifestyle, I also found a community of people that have a disability and that are adaptive athletes that I could look up to or, just kind of relate to along with them.
You were telling me off camera that going through elementary school, going through middle school, people weren't always willing to accommodate your needs. How much did things change when you arrived at Christopher High from an athletic standpoint?
So in middle school, it was always a struggle to just simply get a timer and just arrive at the start line and be able to race in my own division, because I was essentially racing against myself in track. And in high school, I was met with a coach who I dearly love, and he was super ecstatic about having an adaptive athlete and starting this journey of adaptive athletics with me and a few of my other teammates. And eventually, we actually started an adaptive team at our school as well.
That is super cool. You were the captain of the wheelchair basketball team as a senior. Is there a sport you haven't played? Because the list seems pretty long, Ella.
I mean, I've done a lot of sports searching when I was younger. Before I even found adaptive sport, I was convinced that I would find my sport watching my sister grow up and do multiple sports. I wanted to be just like her. And all of the sports that I've done have kind of led me up to this point. But I think that adaptive sports has really been the game changer. But I don't know. I haven't played softball yet. So
you said yet there, which means
said yet.
Looking at all the other sports you've played, from all the track events, archery, correct? Bowling, yes. Basketball. I mean, the list goes on and on. Is there a favorite? Is it basketball?
It is actually basketball, and I'm actually going to University of Arizona to compete on the collegiate D1 team there.
I want to close with this, Ella. To students who are facing similar challenges, to students who are in the thick of it right now and going, I don't know how I'm going to get better, or I don't know how I'm going to get past this, what would your message be to them?
I would say that change is inevitable, and you can look at that as a good thing and a bad thing. If you're stuck in a situation that you want to get out of, change is inevitable and you have to work for it. Additionally, the things that are meant for you will not pass you by, and you just have to keep going.
Ella, this was an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Michael.
And that'll do it for us here on our Every Student Succeeding video series. A reminder, more episodes throughout the summer and into the fall for everyone here on Michael Kelly. We'll see you next time.